Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, welcoming you all to the stream. The pre-stream to be exact, where you have the opportunity to get here, get comfortable and get ready. It's Might and Magic 10, everybody. It's Might and Magic 10 Legacy. Yay! No, I'm absolutely fine. I am. Hey, Sonya, call me an author. It's like, hi. Welcome to the rich world of lore and mystery. Nah, I can't finish that. So, we're here. I hope you're all well, because we're here for like 3 or so hours of Might and Magic 10 Legacy. Now with Karthal, because we're here in Karthal. It's a good day to have a bad day. Yeah, we're here for Karthal. So we've got a whole city to explore, and it's got multiple areas, clearly, because here's the Harbour District. There's clearly going to be another area we can explore.
Mayhem,
and Prestream there is gifting out 8 subs. That is amazing. That is 344 subs that you've gifted so far on the channel. That is just absurd. Thank you so very much. That is so kind of you. That puts a tiny smile on my face that is going to get wiped out by this game. Something wood, something brigands. Yeah, you know what? Shall we spend the pre-stream exploring Karthal? I think we should spend the pre-stream exploring Karthal. Yeah, ironically enough, Alias, Might and Magic 9 would be a better game to play right now. Which is crazy. Hey, Birdman, how goes it? I hope you're well. I need that joy. I need that joy. I think we already have an exclamation mark brigands, don't we? We do. We do have an exclamation mark brigands. It exists. We already have this command. I am one step ahead of thee. Yup, we do. We've got that. So we're going to explore Karthal while the pre-stream goes by, because let's face it,
men in shadows.
Nothing interesting is going to happen while we're exploring Karthal, except barrels. Pulsing black liquid. Gonna look up my barrel list. We're also going to be learning some proficiencies and all kinds of other cool things. Yeah, where a lot of early game essential skills lie. Yeah, you're not even joking. Like, expert crossbow is acquired here. I know it is. I'm just looking up exactly which one it is. Black is dark. You.
Yes!
It really doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll find some druid spells here. We'll actually find some druid spells here. I'm not even joking. We'll find druid spells here. Also, here's Karim's house. Welcome to my humble house. Do I know you? You look oddly familiar, but I can't put my finger on it. Nice scroll you got there. Gossip Karim. My name is Karim. I come from the 7 cities. From Al-Imral, to be precise. I'm a wizard of House Materia, but I'm more interested in ancient relics and artifacts than spellcraft. My travels take me all around Ashen to Stonehelm to Hammerfall. Wait, Hammerfall! You're from there, aren't you? That's where I saw you. I lived there for a few years. To study some Shantiri ruins. We could hire you. We're not going to hire you. Yeah, nearly halfway in the game, we're going to learn some abilities for our druid. That sounds good. I hope those plans go well. So let's,
Wow, so that's Karthal. I'm not impressed.
Junvan, you and I agree on this point. You and I completely agree on this point. Utterly agree. So this goes to... We cannot go this way. The game will not let us go that way. Where does it go? The Vigil. Okay, we cannot go there. We cannot enter the Vigil because...
Have anything better to do than to chat up women?
Said the line.
Did you see that?
Hello, person that is... Ooh. I'll take this gold that is tiny and inconsequential. Hello you, I'll talk to you in a bit. Pulsing yellow liquid is another resistance one, and that is a light one.
Yes!
And we'll speak with you, why not? You arrived from outside the city. Does the rest of the world know what happened here? Is the Empress sending help? Why is half of my beard in shadow, but the other half in light? I'm going to use Kiko's pain to fuel my shiny hunting in Pokemon Arceus. You're only going to find like 10 shinies. The City Council. Nobody knows where they are, but I can't say I feel sorry for them. Lord Myron is only a rich kid, incompetent and lazy, while Lord Gino is an old aristocrat with little interest for the well-being of his citizens. Lady Theo, on the other hand, often proved to be both intelligent and efficient, but her unbridled ambitions often got the better of her. That being said, I'm not exactly convinced our new ruler is an improvement. Duke Marcus seems to combine all the flaws of our old city council with seemingly none of their redeeming qualities. Well, with that, I'm gonna go. Oh look, it's Kiko's favourite game. No, it isn't. Why? Because they're magic, Alias. It's magic liquid. Don't you know magic liquid? Here's the Karthal Chapel. Let's go in here. May Elrod's light shine upon your weary hearts, travellers. How may we help you? Oh, services. Is there anything our order can do to help you enjoy? Nope. Ashes, though. We can finally hand in the ashes. Oh, yes, I know who Owen was.
My skill is improving.
Some called him the wayward son of one of Karthal's oldest families, but from what you're telling me, he did nothing that could bring shame to his name. I'll make sure to bring his urn to his parents' crypt. At least their son finally found his way home. You said you came from Hammerfall. I can't imagine the perils you had to face during your journey to bring your mentor's ashes to his final resting place. Your actions honored his memory. Let's talk about the coup. Go find a pulsing liquid next to your apartment. Yeah, but I'm not going to find a pulsing liquid. It all happened very fast. I knew there was some discontent, of course. Since Uriel's deception, the Empire has made many enemies, both outside and within its borders. But I never expected the city to fall that quickly. In a matter of hours, Marcus Wolf and his Black Guards had taken control of the Upper District and the powers of the Vigil. It went almost too smoothly, as if everyone was under some sort of spell. That's because everybody probably was under some sort of spell. Also, level up for our druid. Let's put some points into magic, and some more points into vitality, and some more points into... let's get some more mana. There we go. And some skills. Let's do that. Because where can I learn Master Earth and Master of Water? The Master Water is Karthal. No, the Crag. Sorry, the Crag. Expert. No, both in the Crag. Okay, that's great. Hello, Saprook, how goes it? So, we're not going to be learning any of that anytime soon, but we can improve that at the very least. Also, I do need to get you Expert Spear and Expert Medium Armor at some point. Expert Medium Armor is acquired at, Sea Haven, and Expert Spear is acquired at Sea Haven. Why I didn't get you expert in these, I don't know, but I really should have. We'll get you expert in them later. Anyway, time to walk around blindly for a bit and see if we can find more people.
It's getting late.
It's not that late yet. Here is the Great Library of Karthal. I want to bet that's where we're going to learn some things. You can go to the Crag. I believe you have a quest there. Can I reach it? Like, serious question, can I reach the Crag right now? Hello? Hello, I can talk to you? I set eyes upon you for the first time. I am Minami. I sense we are alike, foreigners visiting a city at the worst possible time. Let's talk about tea. It's always a pleasure to share the gift of tea with others. Here are some leaves. This is the tea we call Urago, that non-Naga call simply green tea. Excellent, we have more tea. Also, gossip. Through various forms of kelp and algae have always been part of the Naga diet, we did not begin creating beverages with them until we began to live more regularly on the surface of Ashen. Needless to say, it is difficult to both dry tea leaves and boil water under sea. That is true. Over the last few centuries, tea has become an integral part of Naga culture, and its artisans have even crafted special elongated pots which, when filled partially with air and inverted, allow tea to be drunk underwater. Interesting. Well, that was great. I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I need to leave. And by leave, I mean I'm going to go to that place that sells books, and I'm going to buy some books in a moment. It says westward of Sea Haven. There are lots of places westward of Sea Haven. We will have a look in a little bit. Right now, we're going to explore this place. For multiple days, apparently. Filling in every aspect of the map that we possibly can, because I am a stickler for filling in the map. Hello, I'm here to buy your things. Welcome to the great library of Karthal. We don't get many visitors these days. Most people don't dare leave their homes, with the Black Guard patrolling the streets. How can I help you? I'd like gossip. Marcus Wolf. Taking control of the city and declaring himself Duke of Karthal, I really don't understand what that Marcus Wolf is trying to achieve by doing that. The Empire is likely to send armies to retake the city, and given the current tensions with the elves and wizards, who've coveted the peninsula for years, that would be sure to escalate to all-out war. Perhaps that's what Marcus is counting on. Perhaps he believes Empress Gwendolyn won't risk a war and will accept all his demands? Well, that's a foolish gamble. Or maybe he actually wants to start a war. That's a scary thought. Okay, Prime Magic Master. You do not have the rank yet, but we will get it for you. Also, learn spells. You can learn no spells. You can learn no spells. You can learn spells! You can learn poison spray. You know what? It's only... You know what? Do it. Learn poison spray. Also, ice prison. These all seem to be expert level spells. I want to learn proper spells. I'm going to buy them anyway. Yep, here we go, expert. So, target captured in close combat gets captured in ice for a turn. Yep, that's fine. Circle of Winter. Damage. Decreasing their strikes by 1. Each enemy around. That's pretty good. And water flows freely, which means that we are... Cures paralysis. That's really useful. But that's all we can learn. Boo. That's fine. We learned spells. That's a step in the right direction. Also, this is a step in the loot direction. I basically paid for one of the spells. Nearly. So, let's look around some more. Karthal Sewers. There's another way into the Karthal Sewers here. We might want to check that out.
You're not complaining, are you?
Yes. Yes, I am, game. I'm very much complaining about this game. For many reasons. I have no idea, but there we go. Ooh, this is... Ah! So, could someone tell me what that is? Can someone tell me what that says? Yeah, I'd have to squint too. It's the Cosmic Circle. You wouldn't know it from a quick glance. Because of the light.
Why are you in such a rush?
That's not good. Welcome to my shop. I'm selling all kinds of magical amulets, rings and potions here. You could say I know quite a bit about wizardry. Let's talk about the Karthal League. Karthal has a history of being given to various rulers. The Angels gave the city to Brian Falcon to celebrate his conversion to Elroth. The various Falcon Emperors gave the city sometimes to the Dukes of Unicorn, sometimes to the Dukes of Greyhound. Yet nobody cared when the demons came knocking at our gates. The Karthal League only wanted us to have a little more autonomy from the whims of the imperial nobles, to have a government of our own. Methinks they might have, yeah. So what do you have? Oh my word, these are expensive things. Also, you sell potions. The super ridiculously good potions. I feel like I missed the store that sold the middling potions. We won't buy any of them for now. Someone just crashed around the background. Either way, let's keep looking around.
What's that sound?
In the market, where I'm sure we'll find good things. What are you doing? Seriously, what was that animation? Oh, it's that animation again. It's that animation again. It's an animation we've seen before, to be fair.
Don't you have anything better to do than to chat?
Hello, Lelia. Good day to you, Raiders. Although you have not chosen the best time to visit our city, let's talk about Karthal. What was that? Just to stop, man. We saw that animation last time. Things are not too bad here in the Harbour District, but the Upper District around the Vigil is kept under martial law by the Blackguard, and crime runs rampant in the slums. To think I was supporting the Karthal League, what were they thinking? So, the slums are... yeah, exactly, Tristan. The slums, not great. That's probably an entrance to the slums. Is this an entrance to the slums? That's to the peninsula. Okay, we can just go to the peninsula from here. Hello, you. Move along, citizens. Crumbled house. What happened? Well, they were trying to build an expansion to the house, trying to make it bigger and better, but the very day the workers were supposed to hand the keys to the owners, they discovered the materials used for one of the mainstays was not strong enough to support the weight of the new ceiling. As a result, everything crumbled on itself, and as you can imagine, the inhabitants were really spitting nails. It's sad. They really had the best intentions. So, I don't know about a crumbled house, but there you go. Should have been eating the nails, I mean, that's true. There's a house we can go to. Oh, we found the best thing. Law. We found 3 pages of law. Who are we? The abandoned children of Karthal. When the demons invaded the Agan Peninsula, when the towers of Port Mayron were burning and the chaotic armies massing against the walls of Karthal, the Empire abandoned us. Our governor and protector, Lord Montbard, a loyal servant of the Empire, fought and died alone. No help came from the Greyhound or Unicorn duchies, those whose claim to rule us, and whose flag adorns our spires. 500 bits from Bloodhusk. First time chat. Despair thy eyes. Despair thy eyes indeed, Bloodhusk. We are here playing Might and Magic 10. And it is terrible. Yeah, if I didn't expect it, it would still stand. Thank you very much for the bits. That's so kind of you. We were abandoned. Had Duke Anton of Griffin and the Wizards of the Seven Cities not intervened, Karthal would be ash and dust. The Empire ignored us then. We refuse to be ignored again. We refuse to be abandoned again. What do we want? To serve the Emperor rather than middlemen. Karthal is and will always remain one of the jewels of the Falcon Crown. It is time to answer to the Falcon alone. We don't want secession. We want the right to administrate our life. We want the right to protect our own. We want autonomy under the Empire's benevolent watch. We want the City Council of Karthal to have the power to take its own decisions, without having to wait for the approval of a distant duke who doesn't care about our fate. We want the governor of the peninsula to be chosen among its inhabitants, and not be a complete stranger only interested in enforcing the interests of one of the duchies. Good to finally catch one of the streams for once rather than catching on YouTube. Hey, great to have you here. Just a shame it's by Magic 10. We want the right to benefit from our trade and commerce, without all this wealth being whisked away by the Unicorn or the Greyhound. We want to be able to conscript our own armed forces to defend our lives in the Emperor's name. We'll not give up the fight. For Karthal, for the Agan Peninsula. Looks like somebody's hijacked this purpose for their own gain. Also, quest probably in here. Yes! Welcome, travellers. It doesn't look like much, but soon this will be one of Karthal's most prosperous businesses. Speaking of which, I might have use for your services. Oh, really? I used to work on a trade ship,
don't we have better
making
things to
many
do?
trips to Hashima and back. I became fascinated by one particular aspect of Naga culture, their love of tea. Oh, here comes the tea! It is my belief that Naga tea could become a huge commercial success here in the Empire. That is what I'll sell in my shop once it's open. Now I only need some samples of the various teas. Urago, Heijin, Ole, Higan, and Akari. I have 4 of them. in order to convince some of the local well-to-dos to lend me some money. Do you think you could help me with that? Well, where do we start looking? Not really. Sorry, I wouldn't need your help. Else I wouldn't need your help, right? Finding some Nagas might be your best bet. So, we found some of it. We need one more tea. Also, Marcus Wolf. Of course I know Marcus Wolf, by reputation I mean. It's the nephew of the late Duke Gerhard Wolf, where Gerhard's life arena took control of the Wolf Duchy by removing her husband. Marcus was exiled. Now, by all accounts, Gerhard was a beast and Marcus little more than a snivelling sycophant, so I can't say having him ruling Karthal fills me with confidence. Yeah, so we need to find one more tea. What a great quest, find tea. That is our quest now. We must find tea. One more tea. Okay. Who notices the thing that's off here? This door isn't level. That door's level. This door's not level. It's not lined up properly. We're going to enter via the door frame. Oh, Karthal. Welcome to my shop. I am Lahua. See anything you like? We are ghosts! Hey, I need a business idea, but I need the product. Can you go kill people until you find my product and then give me a penny so I can make millions? Yep, pretty much. Here's Lotus Empire. The eightfold lotus flower is one of the most important Naga symbols. The 8 petals can be divided into 3 parts, each representing an aspect of Naga practice, discipline, wisdom, and concentration. The lotus is also associated with Asha and represents purity, harmony, and enlightenment. You can train to be a master in heavy armor. I can make you a master of heavy armor if you have the potential. You are now a master of heavy armor. If you want to train further and become a grandmaster, you'll probably look for Sorrel the dwarf. You'll probably find him somewhere underground. He's not very sociable. Excellent. Let us trade. What do you... Oh, we have a lot of things to sell. So, Elven Leafblade is... Oh, we also have a thing to repair, but not armor and shields. Right. We don't want... Okay, you're currently using this amazing spear. We don't want... Oh, it deals more damage. But it's also worth a little less, so we'll sell that. We'll sell this. They'll let you play one? Eh, they don't in this game, no. Elven Leafblade. Get rid of this, get rid of that. All these useless things here that are not even very good. All these are rubbish. So we're going to get rid of all of them. Just all junk. Keeping that. Getting rid of this, I suppose. Keep that, though. Just in case. I don't want that. That's a two-handed sword. I don't want that. And this is a ring of crossbow skill. Realistically, I don't want this either. Not really. So, we just sold a bunch of stuff. And what do you have that's cool? I mean, you got some pretty good stuff, but realistically... it's not much better than what I'm currently wearing. So I'm gonna keep what I have right now. We're not gonna do anything with that. So we're gonna keep looking around and find more places to go. Find the weapons vendor so that we can do weapony stuff, because we do need to improve our weapon. Or rather repair it. Random humming. Well, the Harbour District. Well, looks like there's a couple of things we can do here, like barrels, maybe. Hey, barrel! Pulsing green liquid? Meh.
I know.
Yes!
Doesn't really matter in the end.
I'm not in the mood to talk, okay?
Are you talking to the horse? Because I don't think the horse is in the mood to talk either. It's a horse. And the stables. you looking for a coach ride? No, but I'll talk about ubiquity. How do I manage to seemingly be in several places at the same time? It's a trade secret. Alright, Arthur. Alright, we won't push it. Oh look, more places we can go to. And a person just standing here blocking the way. Who wants to bet that they're going to be a person we can talk to? Hello, Sir Christian. Welcome aboard the Seahawk. How can I help? We can travel by ship to the crag. Okay, we can travel by ship to the crag. This is good. From knight to privateer. Duchess Arena has many contacts in the Lotus Empire, even consider her one of their own. Since her rise to power, the Wolf Duchy has opened many trade routes with the Nagas and the free cities to the far east, like Hammerfall. Maritime commerce is flourishing under her rule, but as one would expect, so is piracy. Free city of Foster's Reach in particular has become a pirate haven. Duchess has to strengthen her navy to protect the merchant ships, and as a result, many a knight embrace the life of a privateer. We'll be back later. Oh! Oh! You're gonna help? No!
That hurt!
No, you're not gonna help, apparently. You are not gonna help, even though we're being attacked by a giant spider. It's alright, we can totally do this.
Yes, I feel strong.
Maybe. Hey, old dragon, how's it going? We met a giant spider and it don't like us. Hey, Bishop. Fortunately, we're not getting poisoned. Throw the hams! I mean, we probably need the hams, so I'll greatly appreciate any ham you have to throw my way. Any ham would be good. Raiders, get the blasters. Hey, if I had a blaster, I'd totally use it right now. Oh, you got poisoned. Yay, poison! Please cure your poison. And please kill this thing. Yay, you were literally no help. What game is this? It's Might and Magic 10, unfortunately. It's Might and Magic 10. Sorry, boss, I dropped the spiders. Yeah, you should be sorry. Now I've got spiders everywhere. Hello, how are you? I hope you're well. I hope you're doing well this day. Also, there's yet more places. There are so many things we can do here. So many places, and the crag, we can just go and train at the crag. That is amazing. I'm really pleased we can just train at the crag. So this leads to the peninsula as well. Okay. Yeah, this is not a great Might and Magic game, Theon.
Enemy is flanking us.
Oh boy, it's another spider. No one's gonna come help us. Literally. We're all alone against the spider. Just elite spiders stuck in barrels. Seems legit. What's the crag? It's a settlement. We're about to go there probably once you've explored this place completely. Nice crit. Oh, misses everywhere. Just in time for one more round of poison. Yay! We won. And we got a shield. I remember Ultimate Dragons, if you ever look at the list of members. Why do giant spiders live in barrels? I mean, the question you should be asking is why don't they live in barrels? Why don't they live in barrels? I don't know. I mean, that's one of the plots of Might and Magic, what, 4? Can't even go that far down there. How about living not here? Hello, you? You're not from here, are you? Let's talk about the Karthal League. The insurgents that took control of the Vigil claim they're part of the Karthal League, but they clearly have an agenda of their own. Hamza, the League's founder, is in hiding since the coup, and those loyal to him have been thrown in the Black Guard's cells. Hamza had to find other ways of gathering information. I wouldn't be surprised if he had agents in the city's various inns and taverns, for instance. Oh! Subtle hint on where I need to go, eh? Well, you know, I would suggest popping out the gates to see where they end up, but knowing the game is going to be like, yeah, I'm going to not do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, and then going to walk all the way back to Sea Haven and get some training. Like, you need to get training in, because you have training in medium armor. You need to get training in spears and medium armor, because I missed that. And then we need to go and sort other stuff out. But right now, the lock kit. Oh look! People we can talk to. Welcome to the Lock Kit, the best tavern in Karthal. Sorry about the mess. Let's talk about adventures. The greatest adventurers of Ashen have stopped by the Lock Kit at one point or another in their career. If you want me to tell you a story, you just have to ask. Yeah, I'd love to trade that Theon, but 400 Twitch subs and then I can switch game. Is this game any good? Because I've heard it's disappointing. Oh boy, are you in for a treat? It's disappointing. Why is it called the Lock Kit? I'm not sure actually. It was already named that way before my time. I always assumed it was some kind of translation error. Back in the day, the Lock Kit was always a mess. So we can buy supplies. We can buy 15 for 210. You know what? Let's buy 15 for 210. Talk. You must be the raiders I heard so much about. What do you want? Talk about Hamza. Hamza is the leader, the founder of the League, but I don't think the current situation matches what he had in mind for Karthal's future. I heard he's hiding somewhere, opposing Marcus wherever and whenever he can. Well, why can we contact him? Why do you want to contact him? John Morgan sent us. I know, and I appreciate your honesty. Hear this. The answers are found in the cosmic circle. And remember, the course of destiny cannot be turned once set in motion. That's all I can say. The rest is up to you. Okay. And you. Naga is playing with some cards and colored tokens, taking notes and mumbling to himself. As you approach, he raises his Ophidian head to greet you. Well met, friends. May I help you? Let's talk about cards. I don't know, Alias. Oh, that? Zo, it's a game I've been working on. It's meant to be played by 2 players, with each wizard... No! I want to play this game! This is the mini-game in Might and Magic 7 and 8. I want to play this game. It's good. Why can't we play this game? It's much better than this game. You collect blue tokens representing your magic crystals, red token representing bricks, and green tokens representing your recruits. With these resources, you can play different types of cards. Some will fortify your tower, others will inflict damage to enemy towers. I think it would make a great game to be played in taverns, once they finish devising the rules. What are you going to call it? I'm not sure. I'm thinking like Game of Towers, Supreme Wizard, or maybe Archmage. I don't know, I still feel Monday. Maybe if I change some of the letters to make it sound more exotic. We can also train that, but we can't, so let's just go. Game, why are you reminding me of better games? Why are you reminding me of better games? Falagar's Mansion, Peninsula. How do we get to the slums? I'm not gonna like how we get to the slums, am I? Kikoskia, is this better than 9? No. 9 is better than this. 9's better than this game, but that I can assure you. Welcome, welcome! Are you looking for ingredients and reagents? You'll find everything you need for alchemy and potion making here. Yeah, 9 had an excuse. The company went bankrupt. People are saying dragon blood crystals are shiny. Dragon blood crystals are all we need. Fools. Alternative resources of the future. In a few centuries when the dragon blood veins have run dry, they'll be back begging to me. Well, actually, I'll be long dead by then, but you know what I mean. And he's got a point. Sustainability. Praetorian garrison and the death match. Hi there, you looking for weapons? I'm looking for shopping in Karthal. Well, if you're looking for amulets and enchanted jewellery, I can only recommend Brenda's shop, the Cosmic Circle. I'm not saying that, only because she's my wife. Also, repair weapons please for 25 gold. Also, what have you got? You've got boring stuff and good stuff, but mostly boring stuff. Oh boy, this stuff's kinda rubbish. Ooh. I mean, that's 30... That's 37 to like... That's really good! So long, Sonia. That's really good. Maybe once we're done exploring everything, I will have a look at that. But right now, I'm going to sell some trash to you, and then we're going to carry on. Okay, up here we go. Okay, so that leads to... So the only way we can get to the slums is maybe through this area? Because, like, I really want to get to the slums. Also, filling in that little square because we can. Oh, you can buy this game. You can absolutely buy it now. Wait, what's the rarity progression? White, green... white, green, blue, yellow, I think. Ah. This is probably... Ah! I thought there'd be something cool here. There was not. Yep, there's the slums. We do want to go to the slums.
I know, I know.
We also want to use this to get fully healed before we go in the slums. Because we all know what the slums are going to be like. We're going to get attacked in the slums, aren't we? We've been warned it's going to be dangerous. Let's see how dangerous it is. What chapter are we in now? 3, I think. But we can go straight to the crag, which is good. Hello, slums. Hello, random person that's just gonna... you seem to be important. You are, in fact, not
I'm
important.
not in the mood to talk, okay?
You are not even slightly important. These slums are probably full of brigands. Stop expecting coolness. I mean, I just want cool things. Hello, you. Yes, what about the Black Guards? I used to be one of the city guards. After Marcus Wolf's coup, the Black Guards dismantled us and had our officers executed, making blatant threats that our families would be next if we were to resist. Then they closed the city gates to prevent us from escaping and seeking help the Empire. Dark times are upon Karthal. Yeah, these guys do not seem nice. Even slightly. Also, hello you. Okay. So you are probably important. You ever get that feeling that someone's standing right behind you? Do you ever get that feeling that someone could just literally shove you into the water without a moment's notice? Do you ever think that could happen? I cannot. The game will not let me push him in. Though I can do that. And look at his blank, vacant eyes. That, I will note, do not blink. See if he can blink. Have a look. Have a look. Wait and see if he blinks. Do you want to know what characters blinked in the earlier Might and Magic games? The portraits. They were animated. They blinked. They looked around. They, like, tutted and ummed. That's the face of someone who realised he's in Might and Magic 10. Yeah, you're absolutely spot on. It's the face of someone who knows he's in a terrible game.
I know.
And there's no salvaging it. Law! A tour of the free cities? Oh man, it's 4 pages. The free cities are independent city-states who owe their allegiance to no one and nothing but themselves. They're hubs of commerce, equal ground where anyone from any kingdom or race can meet and trade. Most have complicated webs of treaties with all the surrounding nations, meaning if one country attacks them, everyone else is bound to come to their aid. During my military career, first as a knight in the Empire, then as a privateer captain, I had the opportunity to visit all the major cities. Oh boy, we're going to learn about all the major cities. Stonehelm is the oldest free city, though not the biggest one. It was founded in the 48th year of the 7th Dragon, soon after Brian Falcon's conversion to Elrath, when some of his subjects, refusing to abandon their patron Dragon of Air in favour of the Dragon of Light, decided to exile themselves, populated by humans, wizards and dwarves. It is rumoured to have been built on an ancient Shantiri necropolis. A smaller outpost, Vradrik's Crossing, serves as a marketplace with the Wolf Duchy. Far to the east, Hammerfall also used to be a city of the Shantiris, believed to have been destroyed during the Elder Wars. Shortly after the foundation of Stonehelm, a tribe of worshippers of Lath moved into the region and inhabited the ruins. They called their city Hammerfall because of its natural waterfalls and the name of its legendary leader, Douglas Hammer. Douglas was an illustrious blacksmith who found a way to integrate dragon blood crystals into his creations, thus founding the Order of the Bloodsmiths, who would bless the city with wealth and fame. Hammerfall was briefly annexed by the Holy Empire, but has since recovered its independence. Stormcliff was established north of Stonehelm in a region both strikingly beautiful and eerily desolate known as the Dragon's Causeway. Built on the Serpentine River just south of Twilight's Hammer, Stormcliff is reportedly regular contacts with the secretive Shandria Nagas. Here we go, some more! Listmore is located in the mountains near the dwarven kingdom of Grimheim, and therefore harbours a large dwarven population, but also humans and orcs. As a major trade centre between Grimheim, Rannar and the Griffin Duchy, Listmore has been growing rapidly in the last decades. Gold merchants and lumber barons have fortified estates. The city now sprawls beyond the walls to unsanitary slums. Eridden Crossing is located on the border between the Empire and Irolan. Also known as a major trade crossroads, it is ruled by a council of merchants. One quarter of the city harbours the famous Elven Market. The most recent free city is Foster's Reach. This would be very helpful if you pin these locations on your map. Oh, Animex, you think we're going to be going to these places? We're not. It used to be a small port on the Jade Ocean, but with the increase of maritime trade between the Empire and Lotus Empire, it has become a pirate haven populated by humans, elves, dwarves, orcs, goblins, anybody who has money or something to sell. We are not going to any of these places. Ale and whores are the prime exports, along with drugs, murder, contraband, and slaves. Due to Naga influence, it's also a banking centre, oddly enough. Nobody steals from Foster's Reach. Anyone who tries, dies. We could go this way, but we require a blessing to do so. Check out this cool lore that will never be of any relevance ever. Also, we can go down this gangplank. For no reason. Also, remember that there was crime that we had to talk about? Remember the game mentioned that the slums has an absurd amount of crime? We have encountered 0 crime. We haven't even encountered a spider.
Yes!
Like, we encountered more terrible things in the, other district than this one. Here's the Blackguards Training Center. What do you want? Warfare expert? Nope. Axe expert? Oh, here's the animation. Boing, 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 boing. These are basically the exact same NPCs that are in the other training area. Crossbow expert! Show me the gold and I'll show you the moves. I can make one of you an expert in the crossbow if you have the potential and of course the gold. Juven! You're now an expert at the crossbow. If you want to learn more, look for Torsten, the dwarf in Sea Haven. I do not. Mysticism expert? Nope. Light expert? Don't need that either. Dark earth? Nope. Fire? We don't have. And dark? We don't need. Okay. Important thing. You can now use this weapon. Demon Kiss. There we go. It's better than what you're currently using, and it will just, level up. So that was worth it. That's one of the things we wanted to get done.
Stop that.
I haven't found any of this crime yet. I really haven't found any of this crime. Like no crime. I think that's the Blackguards headquarters there. And I bet we can't go in either. The game probably won't let us. Civilians are not allowed here. Move along. Alright, fine. Okay, we can't go that way. Hey, Kikoskia stream Lands of Lore? Nope, but I've Let's Played Lands of Lore. Oh boy. Here we go into the slums. No, maybe a stupid castle. Anyway, I kind of want some of the stupid castle. Hello. I actually cannot. You're just sort of staring. Check your page on it. Yeah, my Let's Play channel. Because I am predominantly a Let's Player. And some people would say an author, but those people are crazy. This game is full of references. Yeah, but you know what else those references do? They remind me of the better games that exist. Also, this light does nothing. Ah, here we go. Here's a spider. I was wondering when we'd encounter a spider. Here's our spider. Also, I am totally going to, in my spell book, get this spell. It's only 5 mana more than the other spell. And then again deals more damage. You know what? Let's get Ice Bolt there and Circle of Winter.
Yes.
And just start killing. You know, just start murdering this. Get a regen going. Because we really don't need to worry about this at all. Case in point. Few rounds. And it's dead. So, we've had one spider. Not sure the spider is really heavily contributing to the crime here. Like, really don't think the spider is contributing to the crime. Hello. You don't appear to be contributing to the crime either. It's a criminal spider. Those spider criminal cartels. Maybe that spider was a pickpocket. It's a pretty lousy pickpocket. No, we heard the line in the background. Do you still need... you play... Yes? I don't know about the other stuff, though. That was probably someone's pet. Well, it shouldn't have tried to kill us then, should it? It is dark here. That is because it is currently dark. Well, there's an area up that we can go to. Let's explore around here first. Is there anything good here? The answer is no. What you forgot is a flashlight. I know, but
Stop that.
they don't exist here. Oh, there's a barrel we could open. It's a pulsing red liquid. You can have it.
Yes.
He is so happy. So happy. Also, hi! Welcome. I wasn't expecting visitors. What can I do for you? His voice is friendly enough, but his eyes are suspicious. Well, he's the fire magic master. Talk about his past. I was born in a small village located between Al Rubert and the Holy Empire. I joined House Chimera to study magic. Why do you ask? Nothing, it's fine. It's fine, don't worry about it. I've literally not been ambushed by anyone that is not, you know, a spider. The only thing that's ambushed us is a spider. Also, this loops back around here to a tavern. Hello, Ricard's Tavern de la Licorne. Alright. I don't like disturbances in my place. Either lay off politics or get out. Let's talk about the name. It means Unicorn's Tavern in the old dialect of the Greyhound Duchy. I don't know. Seemed fitting somehow. Talk about him. I mean, I'm a drunkard. I guess that makes me a citizen of the world. Buy some supplies. That is absurdly cheap. I don't trust them. What do you want? Oh, you see I'm drinking? Alright, leave, and there's only 4 of you? Not much of a challenge. I expected at least 5. Warmaster, you don't have enough rank, and him. Okay, my saw I exterminated. That might be a reference to someone, but yeah, there's a warfare skill. So we need to keep looking around here. And then we'll go to the crag. And when we're at the crag, we'll do crag stuff. It'll be great. It won't be great. You know, it will be great on knowledgeable land.
Why are you in such a rush?
I miss Ultima 9. That's terrible. I miss Ultima 9. You know something's bad when you miss Ultima 9. Hey, hey, Mystery One. My Ultima 9 had stuff. What am I even coming around this area for? Like, genuinely, what am I coming around this area for? What do I gain by being here? Okay, this links up to
Don't you have anything better to do than to chat up women?
Said the line. She said the line. So, just random house. What's your review about Ultimate? It's not as bad as you think it is. I played through the whole thing. Oh, chest. I'm totally gonna steal this gold. This. Okay, we can go down here apparently. This leads to a barrel.
Yeah!
Yay!
I'm voting we make camp. Who's with me?
Lay it up. Not making camp yet. We've not explored this place fully. There could be more goodies. I'm so gonna get lost in this place. I'm already lost. I'm already hopelessly lost. But it's alright, because I've got... I don't know, I'm stuck. I'll figure my way through. Barrel! Oh boy, it had a spider in it. I love spiders. Love spiders. Don't love spiders. Have lightning bolt. We'll rest in a tavern, I'm sure. Not this one, though. Oh boy, that was useless. We'll just melee this down, I think. We'll totally just melee this down. But I'm getting attacked right now. You say I don't think better to do? I'm fighting for my life here against a spider. Okay, Hospice. Yes, are you suffering from any wounds or illnesses that need treatment? Let's talk about your hospice. I was born in the Wolf Duchy. My parents were apothecaries, and also my image looked nothing like my model. And though a lover of my parents' craft, I aspired to even greater knowledge. I joined the academies of the 7 cities, where I learned a great deal, including the need to respect the sacred. I then joined House Eterna of Albetel. During the second eclipse, I allied myself with the Hierophant Anastasia. Well, she was not Hierophant back then, just a small girl turned into an undead against her will. At the end of the war, we helped her brother Anton hunt what was left of the demon armies here and in the Agan Peninsula. The city of Karthal's been under siege for weeks. Death and disease were everywhere. Anastasia was summoned back to Albetel, but I chose to open a hospice here. That was nearly 10 years ago. Asher uses all. We don't need anything curing. Let's, have we explored everywhere? No! There's an area over there that we have not yet checked out. We can't get there from here. Oh dear. So let's see if we can find our way back. Right, this way. Says the start of the game's mediocre. Now it's worse than you normalize it, but it's just such a disappointment. Like, it's such a disappointment. This game could have been so much more than what it is. It could have been so much more, but it isn't. I was about to say, is that lore? That better not be lore. I am not in the mood for lore. Right. Okay, no, that's the last place. We've explored everywhere. We've explored everywhere. Because that's the last place. We can't go over there because we don't have the blessing. Okay, we are done. We are done with this place. Nothing more we can do here. What other skill did I need to learn? You've got that. Okay, we're good. There are a few spiders, yeah. That was the crime, by the way. A couple of spiders. There are a couple of cities. This is the biggest one we've found so far, because it has 2 areas. Actually, it has 3, we just can't get to the 3rd one. So let's go to the tavern. Rest at the tavern. and then we will go back to Sea Haven. Can I use a boat to get to Sea Haven? Probably not. That would be nice if I could use a boat to get to Sea Haven. I had so much more fun with Might and Magic 9. This game was taken down from stores during my playthrough. Oh dear. I mean, all they could have done was just, you know, get people who knew about how to make a good grid-based dungeon crawler and just get them to make a game. Wouldn't have been that difficult. Hello, where can you take me? Sorpagal. That could honestly be faster than going to, is that faster than walking? Nah, it's not faster than walking. Yeah, I never played any of the Heroes of Might and Magic games. Fun fact. Never played them. So I'm going to go out this way and see where it puts me. It's probably a bad idea, but I'm going to see where it puts me. Yeah, but I'm also aware this game does not have infinitely spawning enemies, so... need to be mindful of that. You only have so much... Okay, it's put me... here.
With weather like this, I should have taken the day off.
Nope, you know what? I'm going back. Nah, I'm not going that way. I'm gonna go the long way. Why am I not going that way? Because I heard enemies and I have no idea how strong they are. And I want to be as fully prepared for all these fights as I can be before I go into them.
What are you doing?
That's why. So I'm gonna go this way and walk back the way I came. Hang on, there's a way that way to the Agan Peninsula. That way should bring me back to Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. No, I don't know what I'm doing.
Did you see that?
No. Also, look. Giant statue. Has it been talked about by anyone? No. No one has talked to me about the giant statue in the game. It's just there. No one has mentioned it.
Okay.
It's just a giant statue of an angel. It's not been mentioned or said about anything. It's just there. Giant statue. I'd like to know about it, but the game will never tell me about it. It's just a set piece. It's just like, here's your set piece. Does it do anything? No, no. Not any lore about it. No. Where has this brought me to? Tell you about these cool places you can't visit, but nothing about the notable landmarks you encounter in the game. Yep, nothing. Okay, this has brought me to here. Good. So this is open now. I can go here. So I can use this to go back to Sea Haven. So I can then go and learn some things that I didn't know, and then I can go to the crag, and I can learn things in the crag, and then I can fully explore this location. That's my plan. That's what I'm going to do. Because there's more to this area that I want to go and check out. Yeah, lots of people ask me, like, which of your Heroes of Might and Magic games are your favorite, and I'm like, I've not played any of them. Like, all my experience of Might and Magic has been through the role-playing games.
We are all aware that these parts are full of brigands, right?
You know what? I never knew that until you informed me just now. I never knew. Now I know. Now I know. So I need to now remember who actually does the medium armor. Gregor and Spear is Tristan. Great, I don't know who any of you are. Oh, that's Gregor. Okay, that's Gregor. So we go to Gregor. Gregor can teach us about armor. Are the brigands an offshoot of the captains? I mean, they might be. They might be. Alright, Gregor. I have someone that needs training in... Wait. Medium armor expert. Is Tristan in Sea Haven? Whoops, not you. Not you. I need Tristan. So where's Tristan? Tristan is there, I think? Wait, where's Tristan? Okay, where's... No, that's Tristram, not Tristan. The pronunciation was important there. One had an N, the other has an M. Yep, both expert and master in the same city. I'm committed. I wanna get this done. So it won't be you. I mean, it could be the dojo. He's in the town garrison. Thank you. The Windsword garrison. That makes it a little easier for me. Yeah, if you want me to stop, get me 400 Twitch sub points. We're at 260 right now. Then we can pick a new game and we can stop. For a while. Not here. There. Oh, there. Down there. Darn it. Went to the wrong garrison. You know when you have two garrisons in your town? I am not going back to Yoda stories. Oh no, we completed Yoda stories. Don't need to go back to that game ever. Right. You. Okay, medium armor expert. Done. We don't need you. I like how he says in Sea Haven. Not in this town, but in Sea Haven. Also medium armor expert. Wait, you already have that? Did I get you medium armor expert already? Did I get you medium armor expert already? I did, but I did get you spear, and that's important. Now I need to find the spear master, who I'm pretty sure is in the crag. No! The spear master is in Sea Haven. And it's, Eldgrim. Alright, so he's in Sea Haven. Eldgrim. Is it the weapons? Is it you? Nope, you're the two-handed weapon. Okay. Yeah, the druid... The druid has it. We've just taught her expert spear. Is everyone in Sea Haven? No, apparently not. Knighted armor. Oh, yep, you're right. Whoops. I got myself confused. It's alright, we still need to find the master spear person anyway. Right, expert spear. Done. Now we need to go find the Master Spear. Is that the weapons vendor? See, Master Spear will make us stronger. That's the hope. Hello. Not you. We've not actually found many of them at all. We've not found many of the promotion quests at all right now. We'll be going back to Karthal in a bit. I need to find the Master Spear user. And I don't know where they are. They're called, Eldgrim. He's in the southeast. Ah, there's Eldgrim. Yep. Good call, thank you.
I'm not in the mood to talk, okay?
Yeah, we're going back to Karthal in a bit. The problem is that I bet the place we need to go in Karthal is not the bit we have access to. I bet we have to go to a place we don't have access to. There we go. Spearmaster. Spear is a sacred weapon of the dwarves, a symbol of Arkat's searing fire, wielded only by his chosen warriors and Valkyries. If you favour spears and already have some knowledge on how to wield them, I can train you further. You are now a master of a spear. There's only one man in this region who knows more about spears than I do, the Praetorian Captain of Karthal. Excellent, thank you. We will eventually be going to that person, because you can master spears. So, at master level, your strikes with spears ignore 50% of the target's armor value. At expert, you gain 2 additional block attempts against melee attacks when you have a spear equipped. By the way, at Grandmaster, your damage with spears is increased by an additional 3% for every skill level you've got. So yeah, he now ignores 50% of armor. Oh look, he might be useful now against those enemies that we've been facing all this time. You know, the ones that stack armor everywhere? You know them?
You're not complaining, are you?
So, now we can head over to Karthal. And try and get some promotion quests going. So we have the Paladin quest, there's the Barbarian, the Mage. So, are any of these quests possible to do in the Harbour District or the slums? Because I'm going to guess no. I'm going to guess we have to go over into the Vigil to get that done. Which will be predictable and unfortunate. Because I love to get Doomven promoted. It would be nice. But I don't see it happening anytime soon. I mean, the Paladin quest we can get done as soon as we get the party a bit stronger. That's predominantly what we need to get stronger. Also, we could nearly get you, that. Almost. There's an area down there that's just... Okay, that connects up to there. Right, so we could... You know what? Let's save and let's go through the new area. Let's go through here. The Shadow Woods. Is this a mistake? Absolutely. Let's rest.
Well, thank you for
Let's
that.
rest and go through the Shadow Woods and immediately regret it.
Yes. Running on Mother Earth.
Hey!
Under Father Sky.
Things! Uh-oh. A mysterious crypt? Ah, we love mysterious crypts. Let's go. Puzzles, everyone! Puzzles! We love puzzles. It's dark. It's no longer dark.
Wow. Thanks.
Okay.
Don't like it. Must not disturb the ancestors.
A pressure plate. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right. So I'm gonna guess something. If I press the wrong one... Oh no! Oh no, I have to do this in order? You want me to do this in order? Okay. That has done a thing. Alright. Okay. No. You see, what did I miss then? This is a puzzle I don't know the solution to. Okay. Maybe the solution is to uninstall the game. I mean, that's a solution. Ah! Do you see there's a pressure plate here now? So I can now do stuff with this pressure plate. So this one and... Nope. This one and... This one? No. This one. This one and the one up here. No. Indeed. Wouldn't that be great? This one and this one. Aha! That made something lower. See, now... that lowered this. Right. So I can't go that way. That lowered something else. Okay. I'm getting there. That didn't do it. You know what this is? Boring. You know what this puzzle is? Boring. Am I achieving something by doing this? No. It is boring. don't look at the answer. I don't look at the answer. I'm getting there. See? See, I'm getting there. Not that one. No. No. This one? Well, you can always read my book. I mean, the thing exists. Why don't I try and get around to that one? Okay, if I go here. Nope. You already read my book. Well, I appreciate that. So, I'm now trying to figure out which of the next of these I need to press as the lights keep going out. New day's dawning, by the way. Ah! Something else lowered. Why was that lowering important? No, really. Why was that important? That was not important at all. Still trying to figure out what I'm meant to be doing here. There's one there if you notice. No. Oh, light's gone out. We've been in here so long that we need to rest. We have been in here so long that the requirement to rest has turned up. Like, I feel like I know what I need to do. Let's have you press a pair of buttons, where each pair makes a new button appear. Then the number of possible pairs grows exponentially. I mean, isn't that the best puzzle? Don't you love this puzzle? Why don't you love this puzzle? I don't know which button to press now. I don't know which button to press, and I know that this is a relic. This is the thing. This is guarding a relic. They've always been guarding relics. Which button do I press? See you on the VOD. See ya. Maybe I've solved it by then. This is guarding a thing. This is guarding a relic. Absolutely guaranteed this is guarding a relic. Oh! Okay. So now I can press this switch, and then go round, and press, like, that switch. No, I can't. Well, maybe I can if I go this way around. Nope. So that just made this possible. What did this even achieve? Like, I can go this way now? After pressing this button? We should make a puzzle that feels appropriate to an ancient god lost relic, but... gameplay. Shouldn't we make the puzzle fun to solve? Nah. Why would people want fun solving a puzzle? Exactly, why would people want to have fun solving a puzzle? That's just crazy talk. Oh! I just made a button appear! This button! It's here now! So this button now exists. And this button! Now I've got this! Which I can then do this. Revealing a relic. Finally did it. We got it.
I'm no expert, but this looks valuable.
It does look valuable, doesn't it? So what is the thing? What have we done all this for? Will and resolve. Haha. It is a glove. Will and resolve are braces crafted by the legendary monk and martial artist Shinobu, protector of the Gekuyama Temple. I don't know what this does. But you know what? They're exactly the same as that, so we'll have you wear them. Also, we have this thing that increases all your attributes. You're going to drink that. We did it, everyone. We did the thing. We solved the riddle. We got a thing.
Well, thank you for that.
Whenever someone complains that the puzzle's too easy or the answer is placed in plain sight, so how do you know and solve it? Just say, it's an abstraction to represent people better at puzzles than average person sitting at a keyboard. Yep. I figured that out by stumbling around blindly and eventually coming across the solution. Eventually.
We are all aware that these parts are full of brigands.
You know what? I was not aware. That there's a house here. No! You won't catch me! What? Who? I'm sorry, who are you? Why am I... Okay?
Great! I need to hit something!
Ah! Did I just come across a problem? Did I just come across bad guys that I can't beat?
Wow.
No, I can possibly beat them. Okay, I can maybe... Oh, are these... Oh, are these like the people in the other area up there that I can now beat up? Oh, I hope so. I hope I can now beat them up. So... Pull my shot back in the first strike when it okay, so you hit back whenever we do a thing. Okay, cool. You are not as dangerous as other people have been. Yeah, you're not so dangerous. Okay, you can just attack back though. Yeah, you're being attacked back constantly is a little bit, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I'm just going to deal frost damage to you. And then that's going to happen. He's banging his friend? No, I wish he was. I genuinely wish he was, but no. He is not. Yeah, these are, not that tough. Yeah, they're not that tough. Die, please. Yay! We killed one of them, and we got a potion. It's a nice spell effect, a bit big. Okay, the Marauder, much weaker. And they can poison! Because of course you can poison. Yeah, you can poison. It's alright, we'll just whittle you down. Oh look, you got poisoned again. That's great. Please be dead. Yeah, you're dead. I don't know what that did. It just blessed us, apparently. Alright, cool. Okay, so this leads back to the area, yep, where we can get back into Karthal. Okay, so there's a little area down here that we can explore, but you know what? You need to get a level first so that we can get you to Master in a thing, because you are very close to Master Light Magic, and we could, like, get you Master Light Magic. Light Magic spells you cast ignore additional 10 light resistance. I mean, that's not bad. Also, getting to Expert means ignore 5 and ignore 20. Alright. Also, you get an additional strike with your one-handed weapon for the first successful critical strike you execute with the sword, and this gives you critical damage and melee attacks reduced by additional 50% while you're wearing heavy armor, which is nice. And the shield ability allows you to 2 additional block attempts. Alright. We should head to No, we should go get that level for you. We should see if we can find that level for you. That's what we should do. See if we can find that level. Probably not. Also, let's fully restore the magic fountain of Ridiculous. We haven't found the extremely dangerous enemy of this area yet, by the way.
Thank you for that.
I'm surprised. I was expecting an extremely dangerous... The Dubra Scrubland. Let's see if I'm meant to be in this area, eh? Probably not. Also, hi, random tent. Well met, friends. They call me Atlas. You are raiders, no? Let's talk about the situation in Karthal. I'm sure you've got good things to say about that. I'm an artisan, a woodworker. I make furniture, house ornaments, doors, boats, votive figures, basically anything made of wood. I came to Karthal to sell my work on the market, but black-clad soldiers on the docks told me that nobody was allowed in the city, so I had to leave. I think something fishy is going on within that city's walls. You think? There's absolutely something fishy going on in those walls. Right. There's probably something awful down here that's going to murder my face, so let's save before it murders my face. Because the last thing we want to do is have to reload and do all that stuff again because something murdered my face. Or nothing's gonna be here. I mean, okay, game. This place is called, like, the Scrublands. I was expecting something to come and murder my face. Ah, that's someone who may want to murder my face. I don't... Oh! That may be enemies who want to murder my face. Yeah, that seems like a dangerous fight that we might be picking. What's this do? The serene mystic wise of dragons, on the day of Shalasa you shall come here and pray. Alright, we are not going to do that. I mean, I'd rather we could just parlay. Can we just parlay? Or just talk?
Great!
Nope!
I need to hit something!
Ah, is that... That looks like a boss. That looks like what was once a boss is now an enemy. Yeah, that looks like the boss of the lighthouse is just a dude. You know what? I want to be back in a moment. Give me a sec. I'm going to go and pour myself a drink and psych myself up. I'm back. Alright, first things first, get this here. Second things second, get that here. Third things third, do that, why not? Just defend. And that's Harris GTJ there with 19 months. Thank you so very much. I also need to hit something. That's the resubscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Let's get some lightning off. Okay, that did a little less than I hoped it would. You are a elite Kensai. Well, let's start blasting. Oh, you can't. Resist it. Yep, so you're very much like the Kensai we met before. And that's an elite Naga warlord. You're basically that boss. And that's Doze there. 143 with 27 months. Thank you so very much. That's so kind of you. Thank you. We're just going to zap here for a bit. Get a little bit of this going and start hitting you. Okay, that hurt a lot. That hurt you a lot. Okay, there are buffs going on, but that's alright. That's not alright. That's not alright at all. It's a big buff. So, I don't know if I'm meant to be here right now, but I'm here, so... Let's see what we can do. The answer's probably die? Okay, we're being flanked by you, an elite Pearl Priestess. The Pearl Priestess needs to die. Also, you need to have a lightning bolt fired there, and you need to get another one of these going, and we'll start hitting the Priestess.
They're attacking from the side.
Well, this is unfortunate. We're gonna be flanked quite badly. Okay. Lightning bolts. Oh dear, let's quaff a potion. Okay, you're not actually taking a lot of damage here. Ow. Can we not get hit like that, please? That'd be swell. Is there any better position we can get into? No, not really. There's no way we can, like, not be flanked by them. Like, we could have them so that the priestesses are on the same side, but ultimately, let's get rid of the Kensai first, actually. You seem like a more dangerous threat. You seem like a much more dangerous threat. Oh, wow, that was a lot of damage that you just took, entirely focused on you. That wasn't even slightly fun. You took a huge wallop of damage. That was pretty bad. Okay. Taking a lot of hurt here, but if we can deal with you, we can possibly get through this.
I do not want to die.
Ah! No, 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 hang on. Only one person is out. Yay, it's another fight where we just have to spam heal. It's my favorite kind of fight. It is not my favorite kind of fight. Can we kill you? Yes, we can. Okay. Kensai is dead. That is good. Cast this. Okay. Honestly, I don't feel like you're the worst target now. We have to deal with the priestesses now. Priestesses need to die now. Or at least we'll try and have them die. It probably won't work.
Watch out! Behind us!
I know. I know. Game, I am very much aware that we are being flanked. I am very much aware. Round of quaff and potions. Zappy lightning bolt that does nothing. Ow, you're nearly dead. Right. Miss, because of course.
No, you've got to be kidding.
Oh, you're unconscious. And no longer unconscious. Okay, so I don't know who the most dangerous threat here is here. No, the ice shards. It's these people. They're absolutely the incoming damage is reduced by 50%. Hang on. So they just take half damage. They just take half damage. That's their ability. They just take half damage. Not like I can get rid of it. So I've just got to, like, deal with it.
Oh.
And that's just before, yeah, and that's before normal damage reduction. So they're going to take... So we're just going to, like, keep doing this. And see what happens. Good hit. Good hit. Resisted, of course. I mean, it's a Naga. Why would they take lightning damage? They should be taking lightning damage. What about cold damage? Nope. They don't take that either. Okay. And it vanished. Yeah, the arrows don't stay long. They do not linger, as it were. Quaff another potion, please. We are not done with this fight by any stretch of the imagination, but we are slowly whittling you down. Oh! Okay, so Junvan is just dead. He's just a corpse now. Oh boy, we can't bring you back from that. Well, we could possibly deal with this fight better, I feel. How can we deal with this fight better? How can we deal with this fight better, is the question. I don't know. Is there a way that we can push them to in one location? As I feel like this fight is doable. Good thing resurrecting is cheap. Can't do it during a fight, though. Well, resting will help.
Well, thank you for that.
Because that means we get the extra might, magic, perception, and destiny.
This one
Okay,
is mine.
we're going to back up. And back up. And back up. And back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Go here. Go here. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. They're gonna keep following us. They're gonna keep following us. Hi! Nope! You know what's a better spot to fight? A spot right next to a healing fountain. We can just fully heal from whenever we like. This seems like a good spot to fight at. Seems like a great spot to fight. I got rid of the defense action for you, didn't I? Yes, I did. Let's instead have you
Well,
do.
thank you for that.
Just gonna, you know, get some spells going. Hello! You're here now, and we have, we can just spacebar and get a full heal. Whenever we need to. I am going to switch out your item to be this, so we can always get a little hit going. See? Always get a little hit going. That's the plan. So, these two cannot get to us right now. So they're just going to stand there and do nothing while we whittle these guys down. They're going to get buffs. This is fine. Buffs are fine because you can't actually hurt us here.
Oh, it can't be.
I mean, you can still knock us unconscious. What I'm going to do is I'm going to weaken this guy a lot. And then weaken this guy a lot. And then we'll kill them both in the same turn. That's the plan. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill them both in the same turn. Or as close as I can. That. Oh no! Killed you by mistake. Whoops! Little too powerful. Ah well, we still have the full heal fountain. We'll be alright. So, we're going to deal some damage to you. Or not. So they're going to move forward now. A little worried about that. He tried to kill him. Certainly tried. Okay, so let's get a regen going, and that, and you can drink a potion. You can do that, and only one of them is joining the fight. Okay, only one of them is joining. So let's kill you as soon as we can. If we can. That's fine. That's fine. Get a buff spell going. Hit with your thing. Hit with your thing. Hit there. You're not doing anything. Was using this fountain the intended solution? Probably not. I'm going to say most likely no. It's a good solution, though. I'm a fan of it. I would honestly say more fountain usage is good. You're going to... Oh, you've made liquid membrane appear. Well, that's awkward. It's alright, I didn't want the fight to end now. I totally wanted the fight to end. Hey, there's a nice amount of damage right there. And we're back in the room. Not a fan of that damage. So you have a small potion will do the trick. It is solution. I hope it's a solution that'll work. Oh, nice bit of buffing, nice bit of damage. Let's get a bit of this going. Get a bit of lightning, which does literally nothing. Good news!
That hurt!
We're nearly down to just one of them. And this guy. Resist it?
Hey!
It is going to leave a mark. Absolutely going to leave a mark. Can we get the kill? Yay! One down. Now the other one and you. Okay. So you can get this going. We can get... Do we have a... You know what? Use Water Ward next turn, actually. That's what I'm going to do. Use Water Ward next turn. That did, like, nothing. Okay. Cast Water Ward. So now we have slightly more water resistance. Is it going to make a difference? Probably not. We'll probably laugh in the face of our water resistance, but you know, I'll give it a go. I don't know if that helped. I don't know if it helped, but I did it anyway. We need to get some hits in. Or not. You didn't even do anything, apparently. After ending my magic tank, you transformed to angry Kikoskia. Nope, that is not true. That is not true. That will not be happening. Are you literally hitting me with your stick? Have you run out of magic? Unlikely. Unlikely. Yeah, you didn't run out of magic. This is actually doing something, though. It's doing something. You know, why not? Why deal just tiny amount of damage to one person? You can deal a tiny amount of damage to two people. Do enemies even have mana? Probably not. Like, probably not. I go so far as to say that they can probably cast magic forever. And, I can't. But this plan is working. This plan is working. It is a strategy. It is working. Somehow. We're getting there. Yay! You're unconscious. You're not unconscious anymore. Thanks, regen appearing right at the end of the fight. Or over the end of the round. Soon you're going to be down. Soon you're going to be down. And when you are, oh boy, we might actually be able to go to the crag. I'm just doing this for experience for you, so that you can get to the next... You're not even going to get to the next level with this. You're not going to get to the next level with this. Who am I kidding? You're not going to get there. Apparently you said something. You get knocked down, but... Yeah, I just, you know, just keep doing this. See, he can land some good hits. You can't. You're a wizard. Your spells just aren't doing anything. Because we probably should have master spells by now. But we just don't. We just don't. Okay. Dead! Now it's just the elite Naga Warlord. Who is alone. And is just going to buff themselves. But now we can just hit them. Like that. See, they're just alone now, so... Go for it.
That hurts!
Kiko, I'm here to alleviate your pain. Ask me how. How are you going to alleviate my pain, Templar? What are you going to do? Hey, our armor's worn. Why should more difficult enemies earn you more experience? Everyone knows the best game awards the same amount of experience for everything. Being reminded of good Might and Magic games is not going to make me feel better. You know what?
I'm a little busy right now.
Ah, you can't use the fountains when you're in combat, right? So, this taught me something, that my strategy here was completely worthless. But, hemming the enemies into this spot was a good idea. This was a good idea. Also, you're dead now. 66, okay, we got slightly more experience from that. Slightly more experience of defeating that enemy than we normally would. Slightly more. Go ahead, Templar, tell me. We saved, don't worry. What was back here that was even worth it? Why did we do this? Why did we do this? Not even kidding, why?
We all know that these parts are full of brigands, right?
Is this for a dungeon I can't access because I don't have the blessing of Shalasa? Did I do all this for a dungeon I can't access because I can't get there because of the blessing of Shalasa? It's dragon. Dragon damage. I can get access to this treasure, though. Okay, we wanted to get access to this treasure a long time ago. What is here that was worth this fight? Okay.
No expert, but this looks valuable.
They could be good. Might be good. Is it better than this? No. No, it's not. Might Magic 8 decently enjoyable if you don't get a dragon. Don't use a tree. Yeah, but like Might and Magic 8 is enjoyable if you don't use the in-game mechanics. Like, if you don't use the things the game gives you, it's
Running
fun.
on Mother Earth, under Father Sky.
That's not good. Armor worn, armor worn. Right, we need to go to an armorer and then go into this area over there. Get some more fights done so we can get the mastery. Also, that is just ready again so we can just heal some more. Fortunately, there's an armorer in here. We've not even got to the crag yet because I don't want to get that. I want to get the level for Cassie first. Right, this is the armor, is it? Deathmatch. Elegant armor, okay.
Bah. City that impressive. Probably built by orcs.
Yeah, but Morty, that was a good part of Might and Magic. The fact that there was science fiction elements of it. Like, that's good. Also, never mind the fact that the entity that you were fighting in Might and Magic 8 was basically a magic cyborg. A robot that had been sent to wipe out the planet. I want to sell some things, please. I'll sell this garbage, that. Yes, I will sell that garbage. That garbage too, that. Yep, sell that. And honestly, sell this. Do I make a full-fledged melee attack? The breath weapon overrides it. Greyface and Roswell fixed it. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you can get to dragons a lot earlier in 8. Yeah. You can get dragons like really early. Let's actually leave the way we came in.
Huh?
Let's leave the way we came in. So we've not gone to the crag yet. We're just still exploring around. You're gonna get... No, actually, you know, you're gonna get nowhere near the experience we need. You're gonna get nowhere near the experience we need. I'm just gonna go to the crag. I'm going to the crag. Take me to the crag. Haha, nice one. Oh wait, you're serious? In case you didn't know, the crag is a pirate town. There's no way I'm letting my ship near that place unless I have some kind of guarantee I'll make it out of one piece. Maybe the governor can do something about it. Oh! I wanted to go to the crag game, and the crag's like, no, you can't go to the crag because plot. I am mad. I wanted to go to the crag. I wanted to get my weapons skills up and everything, but no, we're going to be stuck with basic magic for the druid for longer. We still don't have good spells for the druid. I have to jump through hoops to get to the crag. Yep, I've got to solve the problem in Karthal, most likely. Woo boy! I'm not pleased. Nope. You know, let's just go into the forest. Let's pick some fights. Why not? Oh boy, we found a dangerous cave. We have found a dangerous cave. Alright, throw it at me, game. What's the threat in the dangerous cave? What are we facing?
Something down there. We should kill it.
It's a wolf. Pour some black liquid.
Yeah.
It's a wolf. It's a wolf.
Wow. Thanks.
Looks like they smelled us. Who forgot to
Who
take a
did
bath?
forget to take a bath? Good question. Right. It doesn't seem that dangerous. That's a wolf, alright. It's taken a fair amount of damage from our attacks. Amarok. So it's large, which means it takes more damage from spears. So long, Templar. Go to bath a few minutes. I know you're not actually going. Oh, you deal more damage as long as your health is 50% lower. And you perform melee attack against the first person that hits you. That missed. Okay. That. If the avatar attacks with the game tax. I hope so, but he won't. This fight is not as bad as I thought it was so far, but it's still got potential to get worse. Okay. Okay. Remember, this is a dangerous cave. This is a dangerous cave, and it's below 50% health now. It's meant to be in the danger zone.
Hey, that's gonna leave a mark.
That hurt. Okay, that hurt. But again, we're destroying it. See? So, randomly enemies that we encountered on the beach gave us a more difficult time than this dangerous cave warning you're going to die encounter
I'm hurt.
here.
I'm no expert, but looks valuable.
That was meant to be a dangerous cave fight. That was a dangerous cave fight. And it gave us some boots. I mean, they're not terrible, but they're also not great.
Well,
Yep, that was HUDs all over the place. Exactly, it's all over the place. Also, vitality improvement. Like, dangerous for them, exactly. We destroyed that boss. Unless there's a second one around the corner. Nope, there's just a box full of loot. Couple thousand gold.
Ancestors made this strong.
And a shield. That's probably not very good. Yep, that shield's kind of bad. Yeah, that was probably just worth it for the vitality potion. Yep, vendor trash and more vendor trash in the dangerous cave. See, the party can win fights. We just won that dangerous cave fight. First time, no problems. Because that enemy wasn't a tanky piece of rubbish. We just won that fight really easily. I bet the next fight with random people that we find in the game is going to be harder than that. I bet it's going to be harder.
Great! I need to
This
hit
enemy here
something.
with thugs. Bet this fight's going to be worse. I mean, you're trying. Oh, yeah. There are 3 enemies now. 3 enemies now.
Yes, I feel strong.
They can counterattack when they hit us. Not being able to implement all the classes and races in time, so they mashed together what they could. Yeah, it did feel really weird how they did that. They're just attacking me a lot, which is okay, I suppose. Oh, you're just nearly dead. You're just dead. See, there we go. Just won that fight with that guy. See, we can win fights. We can absolutely win fights. So because there's more than one of them, yeah, we have to split our attacks. And sometimes the enemies dodge. Like everything. See? Just winning. Oh, feeble-minded.
Head hurts.
I mean, I don't care about that. Even a little. That does not matter. You being feeble-minded, however, is a problem. I need to deal with that. Excellent. Let's get that back. Feeble mind, yeah. That doesn't do anything to you. Just some stabs. You are very low on magic. You were thinking the game has more railroading than would have an easier time in the cat. You'd be surprised. You can use the unlocker in the world of Endnoth to create any race. That would be intriguing, but I would, if I was ever to play the game, probably just play it as it came out. Flawed as it is. Demon Kiss went up! Also, you gained a level. You've not gained a level yet. See, we're gaining levels. Stabs are happening, and you know, we're buffing ourselves. Is there any reason not to improve your skills? No, we can improve your skills right now. Give you 1, 1, and 1. It's pretty good. Yep, that seems good. And we will buff your might. You know what? Whole level. No. Might, that. There we go. All good. Now some magic. And some hit. And some stab. Good hit. Good hit. See? This fight is taking longer than the dangerous cave fight. Okay, it's not difficult, but it is taking longer. Nice hit. So what does that thing do? Plus 11 light damage. That's pretty neat. Gonna rest. What's going on down here? Ah, there's a weird thing. Save up.
Yes. Running on Mother Earth, under Father Sky.
We got some berries. I'm sure they're important for something. I've not figured out what yet. Oh, back in the scrubland. Oh, do you see those rocks popping? That old rock popping. Okay, so that area there is entirely separate from the other part of the scrubland. The popping is horrible in this game. Yes, yes it is horrible. It's truly bad. Okay, let's go... Nope, nothing there. Right, there's an area up here that we can... No, there's an area up here we can go to first. Then we'll go to the other area down in the other place. There's... Oh! A thing!
Yes. Ancestors made
What
this
is the
strong.
thing that we just found, game? What does it do? The Darkness Warding Silk Robe of Mana. 6. 8. Well, that's just infinitely better than what we're wearing. See, sometimes you get rubbish, and sometimes it's just, here's your upgrade. That's just an upgrade. Like 100% better. Also, you're no longer here anymore. Also, we still have the person in our party that is conferring 10% bonus experience from defeating enemies. They're just still here. We were meant to be doing something with their quest, but we just haven't done it. We just haven't done it.
We are all aware that these parts are full of brigands, right?
Let's go all the way down. Just wanted to go to the tower. We can't. We cannot go to the tower. What we must instead do is go into this area for no particular reason and find enemies that will be here for some reason. It's going to be good. We're going to find these enemies, we're going to beat them up. You're going to gain a level, and then we're going to get real sad because you won't be able to do anything with that level. Because there are enemies here.
Enemy is flanking us.
Something to hit.
They're not flanking us, they just... Oh, you have a bow. They're not flanking us, they just appeared here. Also, the music hasn't realized we're in combat yet.
Yes, I feel strong.
Has now! It's like, hey, we're in combat. Oh, are we? Hey, it's another fight. Oh boy, who's excited for fight time? Okay. The word of so much more trade to my magic. But hey, if you were to play the Z games, would you play them as World of Zine? I mean, that's the best way to play it. Best way to play the games is World of Zine. I mean, that is an official version of the game. Like, they did just release it as World of Zine, so... Okay! You have poison.
Can I borrow your helmet for a second?
I don't know if World of Enroth is the same, though. Like, World of Xen, I'm pretty sure is official. I'm not sure World of Enroth is. I don't think I play World of Enroth. Yeah, I'd want to show off the game, like, as it was. I'm sure there are plenty of people who want to show off the various mods.
Stay down!
But I'd want to just play. Yeah, I appreciate their effort. I'd still just play Might and Magic 6 or 7 or 8 as they are.
Ah! That hurts!
Oh boy! You got poisoned again! Can you stop getting poisoned, please? No, no you can't. No, you can't. Okay, we do need that regen quite badly. Also, you are being very blocktastic.
I don't feel so good.
You don't. We need that. As I said, there are plenty of people who want to show off World of Enroth, but it's not going to be me.
I don't feel
Oh,
so
there
good.
is someone there just slowly sniping us down with poison. Oh, great! That's my favourite. So we are getting attacked, but we can't do anything about them because they're all the way over there. So they're just going to keep shooting us every turn. Joy. Also, you're running out of mana. You need to cure yourself. You're gonna get poisoned again, no doubt. Nope, nope, nope. Not poisoned again. Good. Can you stop blocking every attack, please? Pretty please. I ask nicely. I just want to do stuff. Can you die, please? No? No, but Cassie can be poisoned.
I don't feel so good.
Oh boy. Nope. Hey, pay attention to the cat and combat at the same time. Is beyond comprehension. It's years of practice.
Stay down!
Years of practice. Hey!
Skill is improving.
It is improving. Right, let's get you that point of this. And honestly, get you some points of this too. Get you closer to mastery of that. No, I must block every attack. This will make the fight more enjoyable. Said nobody ever about this fight. Said nobody ever. And yet, it still happened. So, we have 2 enemies left. This enemy all the way over here that we can't do anything about. Because we're all the way out here. Oh boy, more poison.
I don't feel so
Do
good.
you like poison, everyone? We do not like poison. Also, most other games would not have the poison trigger on the turn you get it. So you wouldn't be immediately hit by poison in a way that would be unfair. But not this game. This game is not like that. It's alright, we can get this guy. Gotcha! Will and resolve, level went up. Now, what we could do is... Right, we have to defend now. And, I don't know, cast this. So now we can do this. And honestly, I need to put defend back on here. You don't have a ranged weapon, so just put it there. So now we wait for you to get back. Over here. Hi! It's a Black Fang Marauder. Pop it in to say hello. And by hello, I mean die, please. Oh, got poisoned.
I don't
Gotcha! And we just spam the attack button for the win.
Wow.
We have 101,000 gold,
Thanks.
by the way. 101,000. Who can train me in Master Shield? It's gonna be someone in the crag, isn't it? And then I'm going to get sad. Shield can be gained in... Gwendol! Oh, Castle Port Mayron! We could totally go get that now! Let's go get that now! Because
like this. I should have
it's a
taken the day
distraction, it's something that we can do, and it means that we might actually get a bit stronger. I mean, the same is true of this game, 10-player. Every enemy has the same type. Hit point sponge. Unfortunately, hit point sponge is resistant to all types of damage. So you just gotta, you know, whittle them down. There's your go-hole video, and I was once again reminded you would...
Mayhem! Yippee!
You would be a good 19s, 40s radio nudecaster in a movie. It's a very niche role there, but I'll keep it in mind. Also, that's Alcacane there, Prime Gaming. 2 months, thank you so very much. Been a long while, mostly the YouTube crowd, but getting my special boulder to sit on. Thank you very much, that is so kind of you. Legendary Sponge Elemental. You know, I could go for Sponge Elemental right now, it'd be delicious. Delicious. Yeah, I could be playing... You know what I could be playing right now? I could be playing that really buggy, like, Might and Magic port for the Super Nintendo, where every spell, regardless of what level it is, dealt exactly 50 points of damage, which meant that you could take your super early level party and just obliterate super high level foes with that and get like 1 billion XP. Also, why am I going here? I need to go to Castle Port Mayron. Like, a part of me is like, I could progress the plot, but
We
another...
are all aware that these parts are full of brigands, right?
Yeah, I know. But another part of me is like, if I progress the plot, I'll miss something.
I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to.
Hello, you, Shield Master. Wait, you're not skilled enough yet.
Some easy money
You're
for
not.
once.
Oh! Did I just waste time? Did I just completely waste time? I totally wasted time, didn't I? Let's go to the Cosmic Circle. Let's actually do what we... I thought we had enough to get Shield Mastery. Clearly I'm wrong. Waste time. Can we go to a bar? No. There are no bars in this game. Only hit point sponge enemies. That's all you get. Yeah, we're literally 1 point away. But I need to get all the things. Okay, let's go to Karthal. Let's go to the Cosmic Circle. Let's talk to the person we need to talk to, and then we'll do the thing. I said that all vaguely, because honestly I have to go to the Cosmic Circle to find someone, and they'll be like, here's the dude, they're hidden in a place, and I'll be like, oh man, the place, we gotta go there. And then they'll be like, oh, you better go there quickly, because place, and I'll be like, oh, I'm going there right now to place. I have no idea.
I'm voting to make camp. Who's with me?
Does this mean the game will finish if I make camp? No, it won't. It will not finish if I make camp. It will not. But sadly, we will rest. And then we will go to the Cosmic Circle, and we shall see what we can do. And they'll be like, go to thing, and I'll be like, okay, thing, got it. We'll go to thing. Okay, Cosmic Circle was... there.
So that's Karthal. It's decent for a human city.
Let's go. You know, for a place that's just recently had a revolution, everybody's like remarkably chill. This place is remarkably relaxed. The course of destiny cannot be turned once set in motion. Brenda doesn't even flinch, she answers. Oh, you want to see the special merchandise? Here, follow me to the cellar. See that purple there? I heard about you. You're John Morgan's pet raiders. I don't know how you found me, but if you want to make it out of here alive, you better give me a good reason. You better have good reasons for seeking me out. Let's talk about the Karthal League. The Karthal League was originally a gathering of citizens disgruntled by the way... The Karthal League was originally a gathering of citizens disgruntled by way the Empire treated the city. There is a "the" there that you missed. Our goal was not to secede completely from the Empire, but to obtain a partial autonomy. This changed after the Second Eclipse. When the demons attacked, no help came from the Empire, and we were left to fend for ourselves. This led to some members of the League to seek a more radical course of action. They allied themselves with Marcus Wolf, an outlawed noble. In the space of a few years, Marcus had taken control of the League and turned it into a vessel of his own ambitions, making the peninsula his own personal duchy. Ha! He's little more than a dog with delusions of grandeur. What about Hamza? I was born in Karthal, but spent most of my adult life in Al-Imral, one of the 7 cities, serving as a mage blade. I returned to Karthal 15 years ago for my father's funeral. I realized Karthal had always been my true home and never left. But I was also flabbergasted by the lack of care the Imperial Crown displayed towards the city. This led to the foundation of the Karthal League. The Great Escape. So you want to rescue Falagar from the Blackguard's dungeons? Many of my men are rotting within these dragon curse walls. I'm too visible a target, but maybe you can pull it off. You're working for John Morgan, so you might be trustworthy. If we were to break into the Blackguard's headquarters, we'd need several things. Sewer key. First, we'll need to obtain the key to the sealed part of the sewers passing under the building. It's currently in the hands of one of the captains, a man named Tavern. Find Tavern and obtain the sewer key from him. Partners in crime. Then we'll need some information about the garrisons and patrols present in the headquarters.
Will help, but
the Black
not
Fang
for
could
free.
help us with that, although I'm wary of what they'll want in return. Once these 2 tasks are done, find me again and we'll devise a plan. Okay! So, we need to go...
I know.
We need to go to the tavern, I think, because I think we found that guy in the tavern. I don't know if it was this... It wasn't this tavern, though. It was the tavern in the slums. It was the tavern in the slums that we found that guy we're looking for. So let's go to the slums. You ever play this game over and over again as a tester? Would you care to tell the other devs about the missing the? No. No, I'm not going to tell them about the. They should know about the. We have a location for a quest. Step 2. Let's reuse the sewers again. Genius. Well, to be fair, we haven't gone to the 2nd level of the sewers. Also, we now need to navigate this area again. Like, this is where the game actually tells you to go into here. So, into here, to the tavern. We're going to save, because I think this is going to end poorly for us. What do you want? Can't you see I'm drinking? Sewer key. He interrupts you before you can say a word. I'm not interested in anything you can say. I only talk to friends. My friends usually offer me a drink. And we'll offer him a drink. Ah, yes, this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. So let's toast to newfound friends. Who will drink with me? Cassie will. After a few rounds, Darren manages to knock himself out. When nobody is looking, you empty his pockets to find the sewer key. Hey, pineapple juice, I think I picked the right person. We leave.
At least we got paid.
And then he immediately got, yep, that was easy. Level up. That was pretty good. I'm going to give you a bunch of this and some... Actually, no. We're just going to get you a lot of vitality. You do need more health. Yay, getting drunk! No, not getting drunk. Okay. So... we'll improve your dark magic and your primordial magic. We're just going to improve all of these. I wonder if friends frequently steal from him. Might be... No, probably not. Probably not. Hang on. To approve that, I had to go out of the game, which of course means that it then just, like, this game doesn't have windowed mode, really, that's any good. So, there you go. Fun little thing for you. So, we've done that one. Now, we need to... find partners in crime. Alright.
What's that sound?
So I need to talk to the Black Fang. And if memory serves, the Black Fang are those people that, they were the people that we originally met close to Sea Haven that got real mad and tried to kill us.
Blessings upon you.
Can you give me Naga tea? That'd be better. I'd much rather have that.
Such a rush.
But the game's not going to give me that, is it? No, it isn't. Actually, let's go to that area. Maybe that's the area we want to go to. We just got so many areas we're just sort of flitting between. Hello, you. Conveniently blocking my way with convenient convenience. Alright. Ah, the waterfall. The sploshing sound of sound effects that are really weird. In a game that's not very well balanced. So that totally, both the maps totally led over each other there for a moment.
Like this, I should have taken the day off.
So that was weird. That, by the way, is the Elemental Forge, I'm pretty sure. That was the map being weird. But then again, do we expect anything less than this game?
We are all aware that these parts are full of brigands, right?
You know what, Cassie? I think I am now aware that these parts are full of brigands. I think, just maybe, after all of this adventuring, that I might in fact know that these parts are full of brigands. I might have been informed. It might be all the brigands that I've killed. Or the fact that you guys won't shut up about the brigands. But there are brigands. And I know there are brigands. And they're very brigandy. Surprised they don't wear brigandine. Okay, you know what? I'm feeling bold. Let's go fight these guys.
At least we're not going to be short of wood for the campfire.
This one is mine.
Hi. I think I can kill you now. Well,
thank you for that.
Yes, I can kill you now, you're Black Fang. So you are now suitable for me to kill. Remember, only a few levels ago, these guys would destroy us. Remember that. Only a few levels ago, these were insurmountable foes. Now, They're just... We'll kill them eventually, foes. That's what they are now. They're just, we'll kill them eventually, foes. Case in point, look at us just slowly killing them. Sponge elementals at their finest. Yeah, it's just like, now we can destroy them. And it's like, but why can we destroy them now? Like, we haven't really gotten that much stronger. But that guy's dead now. That guy's dead. Now they're surmountable? Yeah, they're surmountable now. They are surmountable. We can now kill them. Quaff one potion, please. Also, what a word. Before, like, I did writing and everything else and playing, like, role-playing games. Whoa! Quaff was a potion. I was like, what is that word? Now it's like, yep, know that word now. Use it all the time. Love that word. Great word. Brilliant word. 10 out of 10 good word. Okay, there's a poison. Please get rid of that. I do not want you to slowly take damage. Ah, you're poisoned now.
Can I borrow your helmet?
No, you cannot borrow the helmet. What you're gonna do is you're gonna keep hitting.
Can't be. Ah!
So that we can. Oh boy! So you're poisoned and hurt. Can we stop having? There we go. Can we stop having this be a thing? Hey, mana potions. That's kind of cool. Oh, you're also feeble-minded. So God of Plague there with 3 months. Prime Gaming. Thank you so very much. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Also, remember, if you have Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime, which means you have a Prime sub, you can spend it on one you like. You can even spend it on me if you wish. If you want. English has a lot. It does. More levels, better equipment, deadlier magic. Also, she is feeble-minded and poisoned. You would not know this from just looking at that. Because it only displays one thing. So it only displayed that she was poisoned and not feeble-minded. Which is great. That's a lie, it's not great at all. It's actually kind of terrible. Well, don't you know, green is the color of poison. That is a great UI. Yeah, it's not like there's a little icon that shows you if they're, like, feeble-minded or anything. Nope. You just have to hover over it, the generic down arrow, and look to see if there's anything else apart from the obvious effect. Also, another one dead. Now there's only one. Now we can just hold down the attack button. So that's the thing, when there's only one enemy, we can just do this.
Goblin craft better than this.
Yep, when there's only one, we can just do that. Talk to... Oh, there's a dog! Spike nestles to your leg, demanding some affection. Gently, but firmly, shoo him off. There is a quest here. We are going to have to rescue someone's dog. That's all this was for. Literally getting to that.
Well, thank you for that.
So this is not where we needed to be.
Forests are lame. Jungles are better.
Can't pet the dog. I mean, we might be able to pet the dog later. Not right now, though. Maybe soon. What broke of yours? Oh boy, your weapon! Hey, guess what, everyone? We're going back to fix the weapon because the weapon decided to get damaged, so we now have to travel all the way back. Isn't that fun? Because we have no capability to repair weapons. You know what the previous games had that you could do in the previous... You could repair weapons. You could go and repair with your repair skill, and you could repair weapons. Nope, there is no fast travel. Like, I can click that and put a map note, but I can't fast travel. To be fair, Might and Magic, apart from teleportation spells, did not have fast travel. Typically. It's dark now. We're likely to get bored. Walking back to town. Repairing a thing.
We are all aware that these parts are full of brigands, right?
No, no, Cassie. It's not full of brigands. It's full of poppin'. It's full of texture poppin'. And tiny towns that are much bigger on the inside and have doors that float in front of the doorway. But no brigands. Not this part. We killed all the brigands. The brigands are all dead.
I saw it
I'm
with
not
my
gonna
own
move to
eyes.
talk, okay?
Let's find a nice inn and call
It was
a
not in the
day.
first 5 games, no, but it was in 6, 7, and 8, which were a lot closer to this game than the originals. Well, you see, the earlier games, Might and Magic 6, 7, and 8, did have the repair skill, and you could repair things on the go. And it didn't even cost you resources. You could either fix it, or you couldn't. And the thing is, it only costs 25 gold to repair the item. So you know what that was? That was just a waste of time. Like, that was just padding. Oops, your weapon's worn and you're going to deal a lot less damage until it's fixed. Better go back to town and spend 25 gold of your 101,000. You know what? Maybe we should go and find you a better sword. Maybe we should go to Karthal and find you a better sword. We should do that. Let's see if we can find you a better sword in Karthal. I mean, why not? Then you'll actually, you know, deal damage. Let's do it. I mean, we have to go back to Karthal anyway, because we're looking for these people. So let's spend some more days traveling. Yeah, I know. Oh well. She's a little behind, but we'll live. I've been told that there is so much experience in this game that we will hit maximum level well before we have to worry about getting to the end, so it doesn't bother me. I mean, it's not like I'm going to load the game back up and go get it. Unless you want me to load the game back up like 5 sessions ago and we can play through it all again. We could do that if you like. Isn't that fun? Yeah, we were told a while ago about the stun thing. Yeah, we were told about that too, Templar. We were told about that too. That's the armor store, so the weapon store is there. I want to see if we...
like this at night. Watch out for
Don't you have
thieves.
anything better to
There are
do
no
than to
thieves! We found some spiders, Cassie. That's all we found. Spiders. Right, let's go to here. Let's see. Yeah, it's not like we can do anything about it. No thank you, 10-player. I do not want to play the game like that. I don't want to do that. We've lost the experience, so the experience is lost. We're not getting it back. If that means she's behind, that just means she's behind, and we'll have to deal with it. Need an air one. These are all dark. So no, we actually don't have a thing that we can get you. It's light. Prime. It's just the way... Hello, stranger. It's just the way the game is. Like, other people that played the game would have the same experience. So, I'm just playing it as it is.
Whoa, you smell that? Like something died.
We want to go that way, don't we? Okay. Better sword for Cassie. Is there a better sword for you? There's a dagger. There's a spear. An axe. A bow. A sword. That's worse than what I'm currently using. Okay. Okay. That, however, is better than what I'm currently using. Maybe. Hold on to that for now. If you get to master in that, you'll be able to use... No, you won't, because it's, Ah, well, we'll hold on to it anyway. Yep, it's day is dawning. So long. And we still can't go to here. Because the game's like, no, you cannot go there. And this is... a Karthal sewers. Again, we can't do that because... We've just sort of walked to and fro for ages. That's what we've been doing, we're just walking to and fro.
I'm voting we
Nope,
make camp.
we have not found that
Who's
yet.
with me?
We have not found it. We don't know where that is. Not found it, not found the meteorite, not found the watchtower. That's why we've still got the dude that's giving us 10% bonus experience in our party. And we're probably going to keep him in the party for like the rest of the game.
Wow, so that's Karthal. I'm not impressed.
So, what did we achieve? We explored Karthal, we got some levels, we defeated a dangerous thing, we found the next plot hook, and we don't know how to sort out the next bit of the plot hook. It's probably down here that we need to
Weather
go.
like this, I should have taken the day off.
Unfortunately, there is no taking a day off when you're the protagonist of Might and Magic 10. You are stuck here forever. Stuck here forever. It's dark. Immediately. And there are bad guys here. But you know what? We're not going to fight them right now. We're not going to fight them right now. Because, quite frankly... I think we've seen all we need to see for today. Today has been an experience. Also, I have to click again, otherwise we do not get that there. Today has been an experience of... It's been Might and Magic 10. It's been Might and Magic 10. That's all I can really say for Might and Magic 10. Say what you want about this game, but the best Might and Magic game... I mean, you're allowed to... You're welcome to say that if you wish. I mean, I like the earlier ones, but we can all agree that this game is awful. We got to see a dog, yeah. We also killed a wolf, so, you know, There are no days off. This is only adventure. Well, the hollowed out husk of adventure. You're not wrong. Definitely a hollowed out husk of it. But thank you ever so much, everyone, for being here. Even if it's Might and Magic 10. It's fantastic to have you here. It's literally the only reason why I'm still playing the game. But there are a couple of things I need to quickly mention before we conclude. Starting off with my website. You can check out all kinds of things there, and you could also read the Threnody of Dusseldom at Kikoskia.com and get links where you can buy my book, by the way. Second book, I'm about to start writing the penultimate chapter, probably next week. No problem, Derpy. There's also my Discord, where you can join a large thriving community that I am typically a part of. I'm often there, and I'm probably not going to be there tonight lamenting Might and Magic 10. Honestly, I think just going to bed might deal with Might and Magic 10. But there's tons of places to talk about stuff, including my writing, Let's Play streams, tons of emotes based on Let's Plays and streams past and present, and if you link your Twitch and Discord together and you're subbed to me on Twitch, you can use the Twitch emotes on Discord, which is fantastic. You know what's even more fantastic? There's my Patreon. You can pledge to... No, I'm not letting you borrow my helmet, you'll just puke in it. Only 4 acts, so we're getting there. Yeah, but yeah. There's also my Patreon, where you can pledge to support me in doing what I do. There's nothing Let's Play or stream-wise hidden behind paywalls, but there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that you typically don't see. And I'm not going to go through this, it's a long list. And those who pledge to support me or sub to me on Twitch make what I do possible, because I couldn't do it without them. So they're extra fantastic and awesome, and I appreciate all of you. And those who do pledge to me, not only get a different coloured name on Discord to show what they do, and my deep and sincere thanks, they also get the ability to vote on upcoming playthroughs when the opportunity arises. Then there is my YouTube. You can check out all my videos there, from the very first one over 14.5 years ago to the most recent one today. And all of my Twitch VODs, you can even go back to check out the Might and Magic 10 VODs. You can go to the first one, where I had some vague glimmer of hope that this game would be good. That died pretty quickly, by the way. And if we get to 100,000 YouTube subscribers, I'll do a replay of Terror from the Deep and a replay stream of Wizards of Warriors 2 Iron Sword. And if we get to 400 Twitch sub points, which is 138 away, we will do a different game in this slot. I will play a game that you suggest, with a couple of caveats, and we'll stop playing Might and Magic 10 for a while. I don't know what it'll be, but hopefully I'll be able to find out what that thing is. Then there is my Twitter. You can follow me to get notifications about when I start streaming, when my Let's Play videos go live, and all kinds of random other stuff. Sometimes it's Animal Crossing tweets, sometimes Stellaris tweets, sometimes I'm poking fun at terrible marketing emails, and other times I'm just talking about my writing or random things. You know, these things happen. It's a nice chill little Twitter, you can check it out. Then I need to thank all of you, because seriously, you make all I do possible. You are the heart and soul of my community, and I could not do what I do without you, and wouldn't want to either. And also, as I said, you're the only reason I'm able to actually get through any of Might and Magic 10. I'd have given up so long ago if I was just playing it by myself. You're just fantastic and generous and amazing. Your endurance remains impressive. Thank you. Thank you. It's been conditioned over many years with Action 52, and Birthright the Gorgon's Alliance, and Daikatana. And even me trying to play Descent to Wonder Mountain a few times. Why did I try to play Descent to Wonder Mountain a few times? But seriously, you are all the greatest that you could be, and I'm just so happy to have you all here, and I hope to continue to entertain you for many years to come. So thank you ever so much, everyone. I appreciate you all. Whether you pledge, sub, or just lurk in the background, you're all part of my community, and you're all wonderful. Thank you so very much. Thank you. And whether it be morning, afternoon, or evening, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope you achieve everything you set out to do. The next stream is tomorrow. That is 2 PM BST. Last stream of the week, Animal Crossing New Horizons. We have Cranston moving in, and we have a garden to set up for Cranston, and somebody else to move in as well. Who will it be? Will it finally be Toilet Bear? It might be Toilet Bear. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. And remember, be nice to each other, everyone, for if everyone's nice to each other, the world would be that much better a place. Let's hope, Dark Jade. And I want that, and I hope you all do, because, you know, better place, kind of world, much better. Much better than not. Later. Hey, next week, we get to go into here. Who wants to bet their enemies in here? There probably are. Will they be the people we want to find? Probably not. Yay.